Before the gunshots echoed through that Chicago neighborhood,
I understand everybody's sad, but hey, somebody got to be sad at the end of the day. We need to get this together.
before Bloodhound Lil Jeff collapsed onto that porch fighting for his life, he reportedly looked directly at the man who would kill him and spoke his final words. Now, almost a year later, that same man is speaking publicly about the shooting as if it was just another ordinary day in the streets. Trap City Rob isn't hiding, he isn't apologizing, he isn't showing regret. Instead, he's explaining exactly why Lil Jeff's death was inevitable.
Like you don't be getting death threats and shit. That's why I would ask. If you ain't even get a chance to even ask that shit.
I don't take that shit serious, man. Trying to kill me my whole life, bro. I ain't gonna see it. You gotta show me for real.
According to Rob, what happened that night wasn't personal hatred, it was survival. A life or death decision made in a matter of seconds. In his eyes, he simply defended his neighborhood, protected his people, and did what any street soldier is expected to do when enemies arrive at the front door. But for Lil Jeff's supporters, that's a version of the story they will never accept. To them, Rob didn't just kill one of Chicago's fastest rising drill rappers, he ignited another chapter in one of the city's bloodiest street wars. And according to people close to Jeff's camp, mourning quickly turned into something much darker. Rumors began spreading that retaliation had already started, that people weren't crying anymore, they were loading magazines. In today's video, we're breaking down everything, from the fatal confrontation itself to Trap City Rob's shocking public statements, the surveillance footage that changed everything, and why so many people believe this conflict is still far from finished. Because in Chicago, one shooting rarely ends with one victim. More often than not, it's only the beginning. Trap City Rob has built a reputation for being exactly the kind of person his enemies fear. Whether people respect him or hate him, one thing almost everyone agrees on is that he doesn't scare easily.
You know what's crazy? Jake,
Yeah.
You know Jake Boogie, like
Jake
like
Boogie,
under us,
my
that's
hood.
like shorty. I was in the fields in this city.
Yeah.
Like this Lil Jeff brother, like on Dana. I don't know how this don't play out.
During interviews and live streams after the incident, Rob spoke with almost no emotion when discussing Lil Jeff's death. No hesitation, no visible remorse. According to him, Jeff made a decision that day, and unfortunately, that decision cost him his life. Rob's message was brutally simple. He played with the wrong people, and he found out. He acknowledged that many people were grieving Lil Jeff, but insisted that emotions couldn't change what happened. From his perspective, Bloodhound members came on the Trap City territory looking for violence. He claims they forced his crew into a situation where somebody was going to die, and that somebody happened to be Lil Jeff. To Rob, it wasn't murder. It was defending the porch, defending the block, defending his people. Whether the public believes that explanation is another question entirely.
They say he ain't claiming the hood still.
But he Trap City.
That's what I'm saying.
That's where he
Like,
from.
How the fuck
all
you gonna
weird,
do that
bro.
and you over Saturday night blood? Like you can't.
But we already know Trap City and Drill City was the same. Bucky and Water. Like that's our family.
If his enemies thought those interviews would reveal fear, they were disappointed. Trap City Rob made it clear that he isn't losing sleep over possible retaliation. In fact, he almost welcomed it. He claimed people have been trying to kill him for years, that surviving isn't new to him. According to Rob, if anyone wants revenge, they already know where to find him. His message was simple. Of course, everyone understood why revenge was expected. Bloodhound Lil Jeff wasn't just another member. He had become one of the most recognizable faces associated with Bloodhound. His death was guaranteed to demand a response under street politics, not because police expected it, because the streets expected it.
We all thought that was a bad drug deal, weed deal. You know that. The world thought that shooting was a bad weed deal between some Armenians or Persians. That's what the world thought.
Social media quickly became flooded with threats, rumors, and posts promising revenge. One viral message read, "Planning on spinning Trap City. My main target is Trap City Rob." Anybody trying to come with me? Bring your own straps. Posts like that spread across Instagram, X, and Facebook almost immediately. Whether they were real plans or just internet talk didn't matter. The message had already been sent. The city was preparing for another round of violence. Then came the surveillance footage. The footage that allowed millions of people to watch the final moments of Lil Jeff's life, almost frame by frame. What happened on the evening of June 8, 2024, unfolded in less than a minute. But those few seconds would completely reshape Chicago's drill scene forever.
He's a federal informant.
I think he's definitely working.
The security cameras overlooking the 6600 block of South Rhodes Avenue captured several individuals standing outside near parked vehicles. Among them were members of Lil Jeff's crew. One man dressed entirely in black, another wearing a red outfit, later identified by many as Q50, another wearing a white hoodie. Everything looked relatively calm, until one man wearing bright yellow shorts appeared near a parked vehicle. The moment Lil Jeff noticed him, everything changed. The passenger door of the black car suddenly swung open. Lil Jeff jumped out without hesitation. No discussion, no warning. He immediately sprinted toward the man in yellow shorts. Within seconds, both men disappeared behind the large pillar of a nearby house, temporarily moving out of the camera's view. What happened behind that pillar would determine everything that followed.
You react to the narrative that Wack has been consistently putting out there, which is basically him saying that Brick maybe must be cooperating or compromised in some way because you allegedly got arrested by the feds and there's no charges. So what do you say when you see him saying that?
The idea of someone risking everything for a music deal sounds like something straight out of a Hollywood crime movie. But according to federal prosecutors, the plot surrounding Quando Rondo wasn't just street violence. It was allegedly a carefully organized operation that stretched across multiple states. In August 2022, Quando Rondo traveled to Los Angeles alongside his cousin, Lil Pab, expecting what should have been another routine trip. Instead, it turned into one of the darkest nights of his life. As gunfire erupted, bullets tore through the vehicle. Quando survived, his cousin didn't. Lil Pab was pronounced dead after the attack, leaving the rap world stunned and fueling endless speculation about who was really behind the ambush.
It wasn't until February of 2023 that Brick Baby goes on the internet with Flacco and says, out of nowhere, the world is oblivious to this. I guess they can't say OTF didn't slide for King Von anymore.
For months, many people believed it had simply been a robbery or a drug deal gone wrong. But as federal investigations progressed and later indictments became public, the picture became far more complicated.
Say that no more.
Why? Oh yeah, because of no. Like
They
who died?
say you can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FBG Cash? Oh, who?
Nah, because Lil Pop.
Suddenly, questions were no longer focused only on the shooters. People began asking a different question. Who gave them Quando's location? One of the loudest voices pushing that theory has been Wack 100.
March, the feds get on Brick. We don't know this. We're under the presumption that it's an AK-47 case. But what really happened was they came there to get his cell phone.
During multiple podcast appearances, Wack claimed that, according to his own sources, Brick Baby wasn't simply caught in the middle of everything. He alleged that Brick had become a federal cooperator and possessed information connected to the investigation surrounding Lil Durk and several OTF associates. Those claims remain disputed, and Brick Baby has denied wrongdoing. Nevertheless, the accusations spread rapidly across social media and hip-hop platforms, becoming one of the biggest talking points surrounding the case. The speculation only intensified after federal agents searched Brick Baby's home. Although he was arrested during that operation, he wasn't immediately facing the kind of prosecution many expected. To critics, that raised eyebrows. To supporters, it proved absolutely nothing.
Why did the DA reject the charge
It's
of...
not they rejected. They just is not enough evidence for them. They got to look at the case and say, can I beat this in trial?
As often happens in high-profile cases, the internet rushed to fill in the blanks before official answers arrived. Later, Wack expanded on his allegations. According to Wack, investigators became interested in Brick Baby after comments made during a podcast appearance discussing the death of King Von in the shooting involving Quando Rondo. Wack claimed federal agents were especially interested in Brick's cell phone because they believed it could contain communications relevant to their investigation. Those are allegations, not findings announced by a court, but they fueled weeks of debate online. Meanwhile, Brick maintained that the legal issues surrounding him were unrelated and insisted that prosecutors lacked sufficient evidence to prosecute the case against him. The truth behind those competing narratives remains contested.
If you go in there and look at that report, number 4 is a local guy that was dropping Quando's locations. What you think the police told Quando?
That the Roll 60 set him up.
What was he claiming?
Roll 60 script.
Where Brick Baby from?
Roll 60 script.
Who you think he checked in with?
Roll 60s?
With who?
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
Then came another explosive claim. Wack alleged that after the Los Angeles shooting, federal investigators informed Quando Rondo that someone connected to his own circle may have helped expose his location. If true, that would mean the greatest danger didn't come from strangers, it came from someone trusted. According to Wack, both Quando Rondo and Brick Baby shared ties to the same street organization. When Quando arrived in Los Angeles, he allegedly checked in with people he believed would help protect him. Instead, Wack claims that information ultimately reached individuals connected to the attack. Those allegations have never been proven in court, but they helped explain why Quando later appeared increasingly distant from people he once associated with. Many fans noticed the change. Some believed betrayal had permanently altered the way he viewed loyalty.
Had I been in the streets and been low on money and somebody called me like, hey, I got 60,000 if you could tell me where bro at, or 100, they might know where he at.
That brings us back to Jay Boogie. His situation may be completely different, but the pressure is remarkably similar. He has relationships stretching across multiple groups, friends on one side, family on the other, history pulling him in different directions. The streets rarely allow someone to stay neutral forever. Eventually, a choice is demanded, and whichever choice is made usually creates permanent enemies somewhere else.
If you get triggered by the
beat the shit out of this little ass, man.
What you get triggered by the slide from Von comments. I don't know if people still say it. They used to say it, but you also mentioned a song. They be like, they be saying slide for Von. I think they trolling me.
For some reason, I just don't see the comments no more. For some odd reason. I don't know. Might be the water. You be seeing the comments a lot?
They kind of chilled out a little bit.
Since leaving jail, many observers have noticed Jay Boogie appearing alongside Bloodhound affiliates, leading some online to speculate about where his loyalties now stand. Whether those assumptions are accurate remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: the internet has already made up its mind.
History shows just how dangerous that pressure can become. After King Von's death, social media constantly demanded that Lil Durk slide for his friend. For months, comments flooded every interview, every live stream, and every new song. People who had no involvement in the conflict kept repeating the same message: do something. Initially, Durk pushed back. In his music, he criticized people encouraging violence from behind phone screens while facing none of the consequences themselves.
Lil Schoon was backdoored, it's clear as day. Everybody want to talk about this girl, Nene, and that Nene was on her phone and all that. That's cool now. Y'all saying that Nene, that's cool. But let's talk about Journey. Let's talk about Journey White. Let's talk about this Journey girl. This girl is a black widow. She already got a boyfriend. That's DOA. That's DOA.
He questioned why strangers demanded retaliation while never having to deal with lawyers, police investigations, grieving families, or prison sentences. It was one of the rare moments where a major rapper openly acknowledged the enormous pressure created by internet culture.
Today, with Dirk facing serious federal charges connected to an alleged murder-for-hire conspiracy, charges he has pleaded not guilty to, many fans have revisited those earlier lyrics with an entirely different perspective. Meanwhile, Bloodhound's own internal problems only continued to grow. Just weeks after Lil Jeff's death, another one of the crew's most recognizable rappers was killed, Lil Scoom. On the night of July 7, 2024, violence erupted in Chicago's Chatham neighborhood after an argument escalated into gunfire. Scoom was struck multiple times. Despite emergency responders rushing him to the hospital, he did not survive.
How did you and Nene fall out?
So, really the Scoom stuff, like, it wasn't no, like, after I found out it was really her, it really wasn't.
So you believe it really was her that backdoored him, set him up?
Yes.
Police launched a massive search for the shooter, with officers from multiple units responding to the scene. The suspect escaped. At first, many believed it was simply another tragic street shooting. But then, social media exploded with an entirely different theory. Rumors began circulating that Scoom hadn't been randomly attacked at all. He had allegedly been set up by someone he trusted. Those allegations spread rapidly online, though many details remain disputed. Regardless of which version people believe, the incident reinforced a brutal reality that has become increasingly common in gang conflicts across the country. Sometimes, the biggest threat isn't the enemy watching from across the street, it's the person standing beside you.